the father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his father, the father of the hotel gym, is a guy who's never stepped inside one.
And these kids did nothing wrong. They should not be in this case. Ivanka's already out of the case. The boys should not be in the case.
That's right. They're just boys. They're kids. Eric has a book report due this weekend. And by the way, Donald Trump's older sister, Marianne, the former judge, died this morning. They found her unresponsive in her apartment. She was 86 years old. So far today, Trump has posted lashing out at the witch hunt.
A big five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients.
Did you hear about Trump's latest Twitter tantrum? The Orange-in-Chief lost his cool after Jimmy Kimmel roasted his sons on national TV. Looks like Daddy Dearest can't handle a few jokes about his precious boys. Stick around to see how Kimmel's comedy turned Trump into a Twitter tornado. Alright folks, it's time to dive into the world of late-night comedy, where the Trump family just became the main course on Jimmy Kimmel's roast menu. Our favorite late-night host decided to turn up the heat on the Trump boys, and boy, did he deliver! Picture this. Jimmy Kimmel standing on stage with that mischievous grin of his, ready to serve up some laughs at the expense of Eric and Don Jr. Trump.
Don Jr., he's so embarrassing. He's on the stand, he's testifying in this $250 million fraud trial, and he has to compliment. He said his father is an artist with real estate. And by the way, Donald Trump's older sister, Marianne, the former judge, died this morning. They found her unresponsive in her apartment. She was 86 years old. So far today, Trump has posted lashing out at the witch hunt. And with all the complaining the Trumps do about this trial playing out in the media, you could barely even turn the channel without seeing their lawyer doing an interview with somebody.
Now we all know these two aren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed, but Kimmel really went to town on them. First up, Kimmel took aim at Eric Trump. He joked that Eric's IQ test came back negative. Ouch. But wait, there's more. He then quipped that Eric's family tree is a straight line. Double ouch. Poor Eric, always the butt of jokes about not being the brightest bulb in the Trump chandelier. But Kimmel wasn't done yet. He turned his attention to Don Jr., and things got even spicier. He said Don Jr. is so dumb, he thinks a thesaurus is a type of dinosaur. Okay, that's pretty funny. Then Kimmel added that Don Jr.'s idea of foreign policy is ordering Chinese takeout. Boom, roasted. Now, why did these jokes hit a nerve with Trump?
We have Donald Trump Jr., who was in court again this morning. There he is. You hear the protesters chanting, crime family, and that is basically what these people are, a crime family.
And these kids did nothing wrong. They should not be in this case. Ivanka's already out of the case. The boys should not be in the case.
That's right. They're just boys. They're kids. Eric has a book report due this weekend. Don Jr. was thrilled to be a part of the group. He posted this picture of him and Tuck cackling in their blue checker print shirts. A couple of banana Republicans right there.
Well, we all know how sensitive our former president is about his image and his family. And let's face it, jokes about his son's intelligence, or lack thereof, are like kryptonite to the Trump ego. But the joke that probably sent Trump over the edge. Kimmel said, the Trump boys are so dense, light bends around them. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. It's not just a jab at their intelligence, but it's also a clever science reference. You know Trump hates it when comedians use big words he doesn't understand. As the laughter died down and the applause faded, you could almost hear the gears turning in Trump's head. You just knew he was going to explode. It's like watching a volcano about to erupt, except instead of lava, we're expecting a stream of angry tweets and misspelled insults. Well, folks, it looks like our favorite Twitter enthusiast just couldn't resist the siren call of his phone. Trump's fingers must have been itching something fierce after hearing about Kimmel's roast of his precious boys. And boy, did he deliver a tweet storm for the ages. Our ex-prez fired off a barrage of tweets faster than you can say "Kufef." It was like watching a toddler have a meltdown in the candy aisle, but with more spelling mistakes in all caps. Trump's first tweet set the tone. Failing Jimmy Kimmel thinks he's funny, sad. Couldn't get ratings if his life depended on it. Loser. But wait, there's more. Trump's creative juices were really flowing as he came up with some, interesting nicknames.
The father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his The father of the hotel gym is a guy who's never stepped inside one.
Tell me how they fit into all of this.
They don't fit into all of this. What have they been asking the kids? It's very simple. They'll ask the kids, did you give a value to somebody? Did you do something? And everybody said resoundingly no.
Don and Don Jr. had some father and son event this weekend. They went to the UFC fight at Madison Square Garden. There they are. Trump's being cheered on. With he's got Dana White there. He's got Tucker Carlson in the back. He's got Kid Rock in tow.
Jealous Jimmy made an appearance, along with Lion Kimmel and the head-scratcher Unfunny Fallon. Looks like someone needs a refresher on which late-night host is which. As the tweets kept coming, it became clear that Trump was more upset about the jokes aimed at his sons than the ones about himself. He tweeted, "My sons are brilliant businessmen." Eric could run circles around Kimmel any day. Sure, Donnie, we totally believe you. But the real kicker came when Trump decided to flex his legal muscles. He tweeted, "Maybe it's time to look into Kimmel's TV license. FCC should investigate." Mr. Former President, that's not how TV licenses work, but nice try. The tweet storm reached its peak with this gem. "I have the best sons, the smartest sons. Everyone says so. Kimmel is just jealous because his kids will never be as amazing as Don Jr. and Eric. It's almost sweet how he defends his boys. Almost." As the dust settled, one tweet stood out as the crowning glory of Trump's meltdown. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. and Trump, probably wearing his favorite bathrobe, furiously types out, "I challenge Kimmel to an IQ test." Bet he's too scared to accept.
The amount of ass kissing in this trial is insane. DJ TJ, of course, denies any and all wrongdoing and is instead going with the "our accountants did it" defense.
For listening to their doctors. Right? Do you understand? Like, am I supposed to know more? Oh, Don Jr. doesn't know anything about it. I'm not an accountant. I'm a business guy. A Big Five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients.
I have the highest IQ, maybe ever. Fact. Kimmel wasn't about to let Trump have the last word. The late-night host fired back. "I'm honored to be attacked by a man who lost to Joe Biden. Ouch!" He even joked that Trump's tweets read like they were written by a constipated gorilla with a smartphone. This whole exchange just proves that Trump can't take a joke. He's like that kid on the playground who cries to the teacher when someone makes fun of his light-up sneakers. It's pretty sad when the former leader of the free world gets so worked up over some late-night zingers. In the end, Trump comes out looking like a thin-skinned crybaby. He's supposed to be this tough guy, but he's really just a big orange marshmallow. Looks like Trump can dish it out, but he sure can't take it. Maybe next time he should stick to tweeting about coffee instead of picking fights with comedians.